changed the way I spoke and how I dressed. I tried to be the anchor in your storm. I gave you every secret I possessed to keep your cold and weary spirit warm. But I was just a ghost inside your house, a temporary shelter from the rain, while you were looking for a different spouse to wash away a different kind of pain. And I'm not the love you want tonight, I'm just a flickering lonely light. You're searching for a fire in the snow, while I'm the only one who didn't go. I'm a destination that you never reached, with every single promise finally breached. I see you looking past me at the door, at a horizon that I'll never see. I've given everything and then some more, but it's not enough to set your spirit free. You want a love that's loud and wild and wide, a story with a million color pages, while I am just the steady rising tide that's been waiting here for ages and for ages. And I'm not the love you want tonight, I'm just a flickering lonely light. You're searching for a fire in the snow, while I'm the only one who didn't go. I'm a destination that you never reached, with every single promise finally breached. Go find the magic, go and find the spark. Go leave me here inside the empty dark, because I can't be the person in your head, or the life that you would rather lead instead. Just the love you want and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm stepping back, I'm letting go to the only truth I'll ever know, that I wasn't her. Not me, not ever. The sun came up at 6:30 today, and found me staring at the kitchen wall. I watched the morning colors turn to gray, waiting for a voice that wouldn't call. I used to wake to breakfast and a kiss, and a card with forever written inside. But now I'm drowning in a quiet abyss, with nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. And it's a forgotten birthday in the dark, searching for a tiny human spark. I'm older by a year of tired tears, counting out the distance of the years. I'm blowing out the light, I'm letting go to the only wish I'll ever know. bought a cake for only one tonight and sat it on the table near the sink. I'm sitting in the flickering yellow light with a bitter and a salty glass to drink. The phone is sitting silent on the wood, like a monument to everything we were. I'd change the ending if I only could, before the edges started to blur. And it's a forgotten birthday in the dawn, searching for a tiny human spark, a molder by a year of tired tears, counting out the distance of the years. I'm going out the light, I'm letting go to the only wish I'll ever know. I don't want the presents or the wine, I just want the hand that used to be mine. I'm standing at a lonely iron gate, realizing that I'm far too late. Just a forgotten birthday and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm closing my eyes, I'm letting go to the only wish I'll ever know, that you were here to see. Make a wish, blow it out. I heard it at the market yesterday. Someone called out from the second aisle. I felt my heart begin to wash away, and I haven't felt a breath in quite a while. Just two syllables, a simple sound that used to be the anchor of my world. Now it's a weight that pulls me to the ground, while the flags of our forever are unfurled. And it's just the echo of a name in the air, a phantom standing in the empty stare. I'm turning around to find a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm losing you in letters and in breath, watching every memory meet its death. I caught myself saying it out loud to the shadows in the kitchen at the sink. I'm a face inside a lonely, quiet crowd, with a bitter and a salty glass to drink. The name feels heavy on my tired tongue, like a bell that's been too often rung. I'm a witness to a broken silent vow, and I don't know who I am supposed to be now. And it's just the echo of a name in the air, a phantom standing in the empty stare. I'm turning around to find a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm losing you in letters and in breath, watching every memory meet its death. One day I'll hear it and I won't look back down the long and lonely iron track. But for now it's a thunder in the hall, watching every colored shadow fall. Just the echo of a name and a spark in the middle of a cold and empty dark. I'm closing my mouth, I'm letting go to the only word I'll ever know, the one I shouldn't say. Just a sound, just a ghost, just a ghost. I'm looking at the beam above the bed, and the grain that runs so steady and so true. I'm thinking of the things we never said inside this house that used to belong to you. They say that life is supposed to curve and flow, to bend like willow branches in the rain. But I'm a different kind of life, I know, anchored to this rigid silent pain. And it's this straight wood in the center of my chest that refuses every quiet heavy rest. I can't bend, I can't break, I can't move, with nothing left for me to really prove. I'm a pillar in the middle of the dark, searching for a tiny human spark. I try to find a way to let you go, to soften up the edges of the frame. But there's a heavy iron steady glow in every single syllable of your name. The timber's dry, the timber's hard and cold, like the stories that were never meant to be told. I'm standing in a forest made of gray, watching all the seasons wash away. And it's this straight wood in the center of my chest that refuses every quiet heavy rest. I can't bend, I can't break, I can't move, with nothing left for me to really prove. I'm a pillar in the middle of the dark, searching for a tiny human spark. A storm is coming. I'm closing my eyes, I'm letting go to the only strength I'll ever know. Staying exactly where you left me. Won't bend, won't break. I'm walking past the pictures on the wall, where the dust is gathering on the glass. I haven't moved an inch, I haven't moved at all. Watching all the winter minutes pass. This used to be the heart of everything, the place where we would dance and we would sing. And now it's just a tunnel made of wood in the ruins of the old ways and the good. And it's a silent hallway in the dark, searching for a tiny human spark. The floorboards don't remember your heavy tread or the softest words that you ever said. I'm a ghost inside my own familiar home, realizing that I'm truly on my own. The air is stagnant and the air is chill, like the water in a broken, rusted well. I'm standing here, frozen and still, inside this quiet, hollowed out, empty shell. I look toward the bedroom and the light, but it's just a trick of the lonely night. The shadow of the girl I used to be is the only thing that's looking back at me. And it's a silent hallway in the dark, searching for a tiny human spark. The floorboards don't remember your heavy tread or the softest words that you ever said. I'm a ghost inside my own familiar home, realizing that I'm truly on my own. I should paint the walls a different shade to hide the evidence of every choice we made, but the emptiness is built into the frame, whispering every syllable of your name. Just a silent hallway and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm closing the door, I'm letting go to the only path I'll ever know, walking in the dark. Birds say you're coming home, but I'm watching every fiber pull apart inside this quiet, cold and hollow dome. I try to find a window or a crack to sneak back into the life we used to lead, but every road is ending in the black, and there's no ground for a single living seed. And it's no chance in the middle of the night, watching every colored shadow fall. I'm reaching for a dying human light, but there's a heavy iron silent wall. I'm losing you in inches and in years, drowning in 1,000 silent tears. The lawyer signed the papers on the desk with a pen that felt like lead inside my hand. The future's looking dark and grotesque in the middle of this desert, shifting sand. I remember when we had 1,000 ways to fix the fire and the winter chill. Now I'm counting out the empty, lonely days against the logic of my iron will. And it's no chance in the middle of the night, watching every color shadow fall. I'm reaching for a dying human light, but there's a heavy iron silent wall. I'm losing you in inches and in years, drowning in 1,000 silent tears. I should have known when the music stopped, when the final heavy anchor dropped, that the bridge was gone and the map was torn before the morning was even born. Just no chance and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm closing the book, I'm letting go to the only truth I'll ever know, that it's finally over. The door's locked, the key's gone. It's sitting on the corner of the glass, behind the brushes and the silver comb. I'm watching all the winter minutes pass in the quiet of this hollowed, empty home. The gold is sparkling in the morning light, a liquid memory of a summer day, before we gave up on the final fight and watched the magic slowly drift away. And it's a half-full perfume bottle on the tray, a ghost of you that's never catching every scent of used to be inside a world that's made of only me. I reach my hand to spray it in the air, to fill the hallway with your softest trace. But I'm a victim of my own despair, searching for the outline of your face. The level hasn't moved in half a year, a stagnant pool of everything we were. I'm standing in the shadow of my fear, watching all the edges start to blur. And it's a half-full perfume bottle on the tray, a ghost of you that's never gone away. I'm breathing in the jasmine and the rain, drowning in a beautiful sweet pain. I'm catching every scent of used to be inside a world that's made of only me. I should throw it out or give it to a friend, to find a way for this long night to end. But it's the only way to make you stay in the middle of this cold and gray today. Just a half-full bottle and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm putting down the glass, I'm letting go, to the only scent I'll ever know, the one that's fading now. Fragile heart, empty air. It's lying open on the bedroom rug, with a sweater and a single pair of jeans. I'm waiting for a final heavy hug in the middle of these broken silent scenes. I started packing just an hour ago, but I stopped when I found your old blue tie. I'm watching all the winter shadows grow, and wondering how to say a real goodbye. And it's a half-full suitcase on the floor, beside the handle of the bedroom door. I'm caught between the leaving and the stay, watching all my courage wash away. I'm packing up a life I didn't choose, with nothing left for me to really lose. The hangers in the closet make a sound, but like a hollow silver rattling Nothing beautiful was meant to last. In the middle of this cold and lonely day, and it's a half-full suitcase on the floor beside the handle of the bedroom door. I'm caught between the raving and the stare, watching all my courage wash away. I'm packing up a life I didn't choose, with nothing left for me to lose. Should I fold the rest, throw it all away? Should I find a reason for another day? Zipper stuck, the weight is far too much. I'm losing everything I used to touch. Just a half-full suitcase and a ghost of the person that I love the most. I'm closing up the lid, I'm letting go to the only home I'll ever know, the one I'm leaving now. Half full, half gone. The curtains are down, the rods are bare. The sunlight's tracing squares upon the floor. I'm breathing in the stale and dusty air, and leaning back against the open door. I see the mark where the heavy table stood, where we laughed until the candles burned away. Now it's just a patch of polished wood in a house that has nothing left to say. And I'm standing in the last white room of us, watching all the iron turn to rust. I'm leaving every shadow on the wall, listening to the silence start to fall. I'm walking out and locking up the heart that never knew we'd ever fall apart. I found a penny underneath the baseboard trim, a tiny piece of luck we never used. The memory of the light is growing dim, and the girl I was is feeling so confused. I thought these walls would hold us till the end, that the roof would keep the winter from our bed. But I'm losing both the lover and the friend, in the hollow of the words we never said. just the last white room in the dark, looking for a tiny human spark. I'm turning the handle, I'm letting go to the only home I'll ever know, the one that's empty now. The light is off, the room is gone. Found it tucked inside a dusty drawer, the day we climbed the hill to see the view. You're laughing like you'll never hurt no more, and I am looking only at the you. The sun is trapped inside your messy hair. The world is bright, the sky is crystal blue. It feels so real, like I could reach right there and pull the living version out of you. But paper doesn't breathe and paper doesn't stay. It's just a ghost of what we threw away. I'm tracing every line upon your face while I am drowning in this empty space. Oh, we're just frozen in a wooden frame before the fire turned into a flame, before they always turn into a never, before we lost the meaning of forever. You're smiling at a girl who isn't me, a girl who still believed in what could be. I'm breaking while I'm looking at the light of a day that never turned into this night. The glass is cold beneath my trembling thumb. I'm wishing I could hear the way you speak, but all the colors have been rendered numb, and all my strength is turning into weak. How can two people look so much in love and still be strangers by the following year? The stars were shining in the sky above, but now the only thing that's left is fear. If I could jump inside the silver light and tell a picture, just a light, beautiful before the goodbye.